The Artful Teachers Workshop program has deeply impacted uh, my personal and professional life, both, I would say. There's a shift from within. So, like things like pausing, reflecting, which were not there earlier in my life. The personal creative practice which was introduced during the artful journey, which has made me overcome my fear of which I took up drawing as my personal creative practice, which was I was always very scared, or I was not comfortable drawing. But then I took up that and I could overcome that fear of drawing. I started drawing, I started painting, uh, just started, but I have taken those steps, and it feels like a sense of achievement wherein no something which I used to avoid as a child, or during my teenage years. I started doing that, and I started giving that me time for myself, for my personal creative practice. The other things like developing confidence in me, through this journey, it has helped me to develop confidence. I had self doubts, which through this journey I was able to overcome my self doubts and become a more confident person. So this is how it has helped me personally. Once the shift is personal, I feel that we can carry it to the professional life also. So the confidence that I gained really helped me in my professional life as well. And there were many techniques which we were, during the workshop we have learned. Like I now understand that I'm. I want to have play in my classroom today. So what I should be doing, how I should be planning my lesson, if I want to have thinking routines, then how my lesson should be planned. Questioning techniques, they were like a very important tool that was handed over to us, which we never realized earlier. We never thought upon, like, asking questions, and what type of questions are being asked, that holds so much importance. So sometimes now what happens, initially some children come up with something in class, so I have to question them about their answer also at times. That makes me aware whether I'm asking on the spot. You have to ask children, certain questions. But I have that awareness. Am I asking somewhere behind back of my mind? Am I asking the right question to this child? That awareness has come. And same thing, pausing and reflecting. What I am doing now in my personal life, I bring it to my teaching practices also. I make my children also pause and reflect wherever required. There are many highlights. So I would start with, we started with play. Never knew that play is so important, in children's lives, in everybody's lives, and it can play such an important role in teaching. So that was one of the highlights which I really, really feel it's close to my heart. Writing the letter to younger self, where we reflected upon, our journey. Then we had totem pole. We had. I never forget that line. What Sanjana ma'am says: "Nothing is right or wrong here." So she created a safe place for us, and I try to create that safe place for my children in the classroom. So that was just a phrase, but then it was a very important, and it stays with me. It will stay with me always. Many other things like, yeah, I learned to make connections. So building the tribe. This was, I felt, helped me a lot to ask for help when needed. Yeah, the questioning techniques, the mural making, and every time, whichever activity we did, we reflected upon uh, what did we gain through that activity. That reflection has become a part of me now. Like everything, whatever I do, I take time. And initially, I found it difficult also to reflect because it was not into the habit. But gradually, it developed. And now, everything what I do, I reflect. And wherever required, I pause. Recently, we did the critical moments timeline. That was amazing. The Pecha Kucha. I mean, I can go on say. So these were the highlights that I would like to mention.